stream on X. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, we are live and we're coming in hot. No intro. It has been a nightmare tonight, and we're still not even done figuring all this shit out. So, yeah, I know. Thanks for coming, whoever's here, whoever held on for like what, 30 minutes. Jeez, that's insane. If y'all can hear us, let us know.
Yes, please let us know. Are we going to bring in the other person?
Oh, who else is there? Did we miss somebody?
I got
Yes,
it. I
yes, you
got it.
did.
I got it. I got it. And we have.
I'm so sorry.
There we go.
Gosh.
Hey, what's going on?
It's going. Oh, geez. I really freaking hate technology right now.
Well, raise your glass, drink
Oh,
to the
yeah.
gremlins,
Yes.
and kick their ass.
Yay!
Ain't
To the
lying.
technology gremlins.
Yeah, cheers. I feel like a pirate tonight. I just want to like
Yo
drink and
ho,
cuss.
yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Ah,
Arr.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Okay,
take
I
all you
got the
can,
black
give
up.
nothing back.
I got the black up for you, Erica. There you go.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah, that works. That's the mood I'm in right now,
Do you want me to
honestly.
I
get
like
the
that
red
cup.
flag instead since you don't want to take no quarters?
Geez. Well, weekly check-in. How was everyone's week this week? Mine was pretty boring. It's cold and rainy and dreary, gray.
Extremely eventful because I am launching my new channel as we speak right here. Already over 300 subscribers. We don't even have a single video up, and I was supposed to get it up yesterday. And then I decided, you know what? I'm going to scrap this, start all over again because I want the first video of the channel to be something really remarkable, really special, and really set the tone for what's to come. So I was like, you know what? We're not going to do the usual thing. We're going to do something a little bit different. And I hope everybody will be happy with it. I know it's really turning into something special. So thank you all for the great support. But that's how my weekends go.
Dude, I am so excited for your channel and to just nerd out and do deep dives on not just theme parks, but like attractions too, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
It seems like it's gonna be like the nerd of nerds deep dive theme park channel. That's the vibe I'm getting
The
anyway.
nerd of
Yes.
nerds?
the the nerd of nerds is absolutely correct. I know Erica, MJ, and I were talking about like the nitty gritty on coasters and new coaster technologies that are coming out. Falcon's Flight or whatever that's just open in Qiddiya. Just some really cool stuff coming out of the theme park sphere. And actually, we just had an announcement from Universal yesterday showcasing Fast and Furious. They're going to have a big commercial and promo spot playing at the Super Bowl and some other events. And they just launched that commercial on online. And summer 2026 is when Fast and Furious at Universal Studios Hollywood is predicted to open. Very cool stuff.
Nice.
Wow. Damn. There's so much going on. And like, you know, of course the winter weather doesn't make you want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
winter,
yeah.
the winter whizzle, no sizzle.
Winter whizzle. I guess that's one way of putting it. Okay. You know, more like the
Uh,
winter.
Without the Pascal guy.
oh, come on. You love the Pascal guy.
That's he's so
He's so
revolting.
feely.
Jeez, what's that? Sue's in chat with us tonight.
Yeah.
Kit Kat, what's up? Hello. We've got um hang on. I gotta read this. Morgan Kingword Lord. I hope I got that
Morgan
right.
King
Hello.
Warlord.
Linda, hello. And Snorta Poop is Cuber. What's up? Disney fan 5595. I like that.
Very nice.
Nice. This is awesome. Speak Dan Life, of course, you're here.
Yeah. Can you guys hear
Weasel
me?
Place. Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
All
are
right.
you?
Cool.
I'm like, oh, my my brain is going faster than my eyes. Or what my brain can register. Anyway, I got ADD, y'all, like really bad. It's insane. the brain fog this week has been on fire.
Did you make your
Well, first,
matcha
Dragon
tea, Kit
Queen.
Kat? I hope she got her matcha tea. I'm just trying to highlight everyone a little bit. First Dragon Queen. Hey. Let's see if I can pull up her comment. Pull it up on the screen. The first Dragon Queen. Okay. Let's see. A lot of people here. Wow.
Okay, we said hi to Kit Kat. So I actually had, geez, MJ, I didn't even get a chance because I had to redo. You had to redo your intro because we
Uh-huh.
got copyright slapped for that.
That's okay.
Tinkerbell on it.
That's okay.
We're like a month in, and I'm like, you just now caught that? Okay. All right. I can take a slap on the wrist and take a hint.
Gotta love
Um,
YouTube. It's all good.
Well, why don't you show it
but
off, Erica?
no, I didn't get a chance to even feed it through to download it. It's on my
Ah.
phone. I just never got it up on the computer. But I got dance. I did make one for
Oh,
Dan.
Oh,
cool.
cool.
So I want to show it off because I
Show
thought
it
it was
off.
really cute.
Yes.
And it's coincidentally you're wearing a yellow shirt tonight for whatever reason. Yeah. Anyway, it's really cute. I thought it was.
This castle looks just like my kingdom.
I love it. Oh, that's so cool.
It's a young Dan.
That's so cute. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
had
I
it.
love
Oh
it.
wow.
I wish I had MJ's in here because I had to completely redo your fairy. I had to turn you into a fairy,
Yay!
basically.
I love to be a fairy.
I know. Anyway, speak of Disney fans, there's been a lot of Disney talk this week. From I know they had the earnings call, and I already forgot what that was about because that was how unmemorable it was. And getting a new CEO, yay!
Getting a new CEO.
Boo. I honestly don't know what to think. I just don't have much hope at all. It doesn't even matter who's in charge at this point. I'm just like, whatever. Y'all have screwed things. So you've screwed so much in such a short amount of time.
Right.
I'm kind of numb. That's where I'm at as a Disney fan. I'm
Yeah.
completely numb to what's going on, where it's going. But interestingly enough, I still find myself being pulled into still wanting to go to the parks. And it's such a weird feeling. I don't know. Does anyone else feel that way where it's like you can't stand what's happening, but you still feel this gravitational pull?
Yeah.
And maybe it's just because we're overseas and maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe those pictures are,
I'm just missing it. Yeah.
yeah,
No,
but
I
what
mean
is
we
it
all
we're
we're all
missing?
like that. I think
I
Dan feels the same way too.
me and Linda were
I
having
mean,
a conversation.
when I go to the parks, I mean, it's just there's only a few things that's still nostalgic, and the rest is all dismantled, destroyed. You know, you can only go on a few that you can that you can go on, and other stuff is just kind of like unrecognizable. Magic Kingdom to me, I told MJ about this, that it's ever since Splash Mountain got closed,
Yeah.
that vibe that I used to feel every time going there, it's gone.
It's gone. Yeah, totally.
Wow.
It's
No,
so sad.
yeah.
But we keep
We
going.
haven't felt that yet. Well,
We keep
we
going.
haven't felt that yet because we haven't been to the parks, at least together as a family, since like
Yeah.
2023 when Christian graduated.
Mm-hmm.
And that was before
Any of that stuff.
any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What was
So
the
we
grand opening of
haven't.
Tiana's Bayou Adventure? What year was that, Vash? When did that open? I forget.
That was 2024. Is that right? So that would have been what, summer for Walt Disney World and winter for Disneyland Resort.
Wow. Okay, so you missed it by the hair, Erica. You missed it by a hair.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wow.
It was under construction when I went there in 2024. That was like a mental health break. I went back home for a
Yes.
little bit. but like the way that it is now. I mean, and then you've got like Cars Land coming, and you've got some of the Haunted Mansion there, you know, covered up. I have no pictures or anything to show you guys. That's how organized I am tonight
Okay,
and
I help.
every
I
day of my
help you.
life.
I help you. I Fifth
You guys
Element.
are
I
welcome
help.
to like show whatever photos you got or whatever. Yeah, this
I
is
got some stuff.
completely not organized.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
Vash is on it. He's got it.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to be a show host, and it is quite the learning curve.
What do we want
You're
to
doing
show? What do we
fine.
want to?
It's all good.
What do we want to showcase?
Probably Magic Kingdom
Okay.
B-roll. Maybe
Got
with the
you.
trim of the Haunted Mansion or something like that. That would be cool if you had that available.
But they start messing with Haunted Mansion, the attraction, then I'm really gonna get like over the top a
Oh yeah.
livid. That is the one thing, because y'all know me in Halloween. That is the main theme for Halloween for me is Haunted Mansion. Second to that, which I have not done, and I flirt with the idea like every year I should change it to Pirates because I love Pirates of the Caribbean, and I mean like the OG Pirates, not like the Johnny Depp Pirates. Yeah.
We want the
Boy.
redhead.
Oh, it'd be so awesome. Could you imagine? Oh, dude, okay. Could you imagine me making some kind of a redhead animatronic and just get the
Yeah.
audio, feed it through the audio system on Halloween? Oh my gosh, I'd say it goes very quickly creatively in my head for Halloween. I mean, it's just boom, 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 boom. And then all you need is the supplies and the money.
It's
Please
fair.
don't
I
be
mean,
laughing at me because
there are a range of amazing different ideas coming out of, well, just everybody, but the way I used to hear it before was if you thought about it, then 10 people at Imagineering thought about it or something like that, right? I think the real big issue is not the lack of creativity. It's really about empowering Imagineering to do what it does, right? Allowing for original content to be restored, right? We used to have a series of attractions like the Haunted Mansion, like Pirates of the Caribbean, like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad that didn't require IP in order to be built. That paradigm has completely shifted during the Bob Iger era. That's been really, really unfortunate. Hopefully, we can get a restoration of some original thinking back, and also too, just hey, can we get budgets for park work expansions, etc. I understand that they laud about this $60 billion over the next 10 years. Oh, it's this big investment. Not really. Entertainment is still, I think, the entertainment spend just by itself is still about $20 to $30 billion a year. So 60 billion over 10 years is actually not that much, all things considering, especially if it's powering your business, right? Just a little bit more budgets, a little bit more time, a little bit more consideration. This thing will turn around before you know it. But I don't know if they're dedicated to doing that.
O2RR says, panel, have you seen the Untrainable Dragon live show at Epic Universe? If it's not, it's a must-see as it's Broadway musical level production. We have seen it on YouTube before it ever came out, before it was a twinkle.
It's okay, Tom. It's all good.
I didn't push anything. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me either. It just happened.
Sorry, I clicked out of it, and then that's what happened right there. I was trying to bring up the Epic Universe stuff.
That's just like, ooh, a new system I'm learning.
It's good. This is good. It's all good.
We saw it. Gosh, it's been years ago. Because they had it in Japan. Yes, and
Beautiful.
then when we heard about Epic Universe and How to Train Your Dragon, I had been speculating. Like, I wonder if they're going to bring that show from Japan over to the US. Sure enough, I cannot wait to see this live. And I want to see it with.
This is a little technical issue, but there you go.
It's
I have
great.
a niece who is obsessed with Toothless. She's obsessed with the entire whole books, every cartoon you could think of, everything How to Train Your Dragon. It is just, it is her thing. And I would love to see it with her just to see her reaction to And I have a feeling my older sister is waiting for us to get stateside so we can go to Epic together. Oh,
I heard a lot of really good things about that show over at Epic Universe, so it's not one to miss, and the whole family, I heard it will love it, and the also the meet and greet with Toothless is a must. It's not like
Yes.
anything you can find over at Disney, in my opinion. Just from the POVs, it's like, wow, out of this world, insane. Um, has anyone on the panel been to Epic Universe yet? Probably Tom, right? And
5 times.
okay. Did you do the meet
Nice.
and greet with
Me.
Toothless?
That's the only thing I didn't do because I went to see the show, and
Yeah.
the line for Toothless was crazy.
Yeah, I bet.
I bet.
So get there early, stay on site if you can't afford it, because it is worth those early perks to get in the parks, man. That is so worth it.
All I will
Believe it
say
or not,
was between
guys.
this show and the one in Harry Potter Land with the Circus Arcanu, it was very surprisingly pleasant to see.
Cool.
so it's Beijing, China, not Japan. I don't know why I had Japan on my mind. I want to.
I've been to
Anybody
Epic
else want to
plenty
get
of
on that thing and
times.
just ride it?
Yeah.
But you know what? Going back to the Haunted Mansion, Erica, I'm wondering the current scrim that's up over at the Magic Kingdom here in Florida. I'm wondering if they're trying to do like that whole wedding venue. Because, like, if they're doing it over in Disneyland and that's going to debut in July, that you could literally get married in front of the Haunted Mansion in their courtyard. I think there might be wanting to do that over here in the Magic Kingdom. I don't know your take on this panel, but what do you guys think? You think it's going to be an extended queue with like addition to the current queue, like the way it's themed, or do you think they're going to put a bar, or do you think they're going to do like a venue so you could get married at the Magic Kingdom too? What is your take on that?
It's
So
gonna be a bar.
they already do Haunted Mansion weddings at the Magic Kingdom. What they do is they open up the main foyer
Okay.
and the oh gosh, the stretch room,
This-
one of the stretch rooms, but it's really for very small gatherings because it can only fit so many.
Right.
this
No,
scaffolding
Wow.
kitchen.
I take that back. I've seen like small receptions. I have not seen ceremonies there. I could be
Mm.
wrong on that. Maybe they have figured out a way to put, you know, to create an area for ceremonies. I mean, that would be cool if they did have more of a lawn area, like a creepy, spooky looking lawn.
Yeah.
And it not only would be decorated during guest hours, but could also be reserved for those early morning or late night weddings, because that's really the only time you can schedule a wedding at the Magic Kingdom is if it's before park opens or after park closes. So you're looking at getting married at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, or as early as 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I know they're crazy hours,
Wild.
but if you really want a wedding in the Magic Kingdom in the park, that's your time slot to pick in those packages. I know because I've
So
looked.
So
Think
maybe
I'd rather be
the
Disney.
maybe the parlor on the ships is so popular that they want to incorporate it over here and make it like an experience, like
Yeah, I see that.
Beacon Barrel, maybe.
Well,
I think so. It would not surprise me at all, considering how popular they are on the ships. And uh, you know, there I see a tiny pat. Okay, I know it's behind the show building, but we can pause right here real quick. Yeah, okay. So I'm just trying, yeah. There's that square there.
Mhm.
But depending on what the actual size of that building will be, you see that green in between. I wonder if my cursor would. Y'all can't see my cursor, can you?
Yeah.
No. Can you? Right
No,
there?
you can only see mine.
Oh, okay. I was like, I see a cursor.
But go ahead
So-
and describe it, and we'll see if we can hit it.
So it's to the, hang on. Yes, I'm doing this. Little
Mhm.
where the question mark is, there's that green patch to the left, leading into nope. I'm at the right. Sorry, yeah, you're military, right, Erica? So go back to the question mark.
Mhm.
Okay, and go just a little bit to the right. Down a little bit.
Oh,
Nope.
right there.
Up just a little bit. Not there.
Oh,
Not where the queue line is. Okay, over to your left a little bit. Keep going slowly. Slowly go up just a smidge. Little to your right. Okay, stop
Right
right
there?
there. That area right there.
oh,
And I don't know if that maybe, I'm not sure because I don't know how they're going to structure this whole queue line thing, but if that's an area that could be considered for show, like what the public would see, I'm wondering if they could create a lawn like area there
wow.
for, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell how the walkways are going to be, the positioning of buildings, and then they have to hide the show building, obviously, um, with like large trees or whatever until large trees grow to maturity to hide the show building. But uh, that's kind of where my brain is kind of at when looking at the map in terms of weddings, like lawn
Gotcha.
weddings without being indoors, because there's really not a lot of space inside that stretch room in combination with the foyer. You can fit maybe, I don't know, honestly, like 10 people. It's really small. I
Wow.
wouldn't
It's
even
very,
put
very
20.
small. Yeah.
You figure
Mm.
you have, if each table can seat anywhere from 6 to 10, I mean, you can fit maybe two or
God,
three
look at
tables in
that.
the foyer and then maybe one table. I don't know. It's kind of awkward.
Wow.
It's more of a photo op area. I will say that if you want wedding photos done in the area, I mean, depending if you have a good photographer and they really know how to use their angles, you can get some really beautiful, spooky
It's
shots.
got to be a Disney photographer, guys, because those third party people are out. Unreal. Did you guys see that article about Disney banning all third party, like any, if you're like a
Oh yeah.
chef or a photographer or the wannabe bibbity bobbity fairy godmothers, all of that's like out of here. Like
Wow.
and they
I'm
were
not
former
surprised to
cast
hear it.
members. They were former cast members. And the crazy part of it is like, what if you want to hire your own private personal photographer for your
Same
wedding that
right
you're
here.
paying for? It's crazy.
So I have a question with the villain's land.
Wild.
Being that's going in there that Bob's gone, you think they're gonna put Bob as a villain in there?
That is where he would belong, isn't it?
That's a good
That's
one.
really funny.
That's funny.
Well, yeah. So the third party thing was pretty sad because that originally originated like as a Facebook group and really has its origins back during COVID actually when they fired about 28,000 cast members. A combination of both Walt Disney World and Disneyland at that time. So all these cast members were laid off. So they were all looking for gigs in and around the Florida area, for example. And one of those was, okay, well, let's go ahead and offer our services on like resort property, where like somebody could book our services, and then we'd go to their room and then do something in their room or something like that, whether it be photography, salon work or whatever. And now Disney has basically put the kibosh on that and sent out notices demanding that they end their service. So it's really, that's kind of sad. When it comes to Villain's Land and what we're looking at here on screen, what is interesting about this is that BioReconstruct was able to take some recent photography, and this is where all the aerial photography basically comes from, and determine that this area by the Haunted Mansion that's not really, on any of the construction materials that we've seen before, suggests that we might be seeing a new Haunted Mansion queue entirely.
Wow.
See, do you think
Like
so?
from the
Are they
beginning?
Go ahead, Erica, and then I'll answer that real fast.
So are they going to clear all of those trees? That's my first question.
It doesn't look like it. It looks like they will be retaining at least some of them because they're still there. But you'd want to, in order to obscure that show building as much as possible. But the idea might be that you take the queue that is on the Liberty Square side, and then you put it on the other end of the show building down here, where this
Okay.
where this tree has been cleared out, and you put it on that side. That's what some are speculating right there. We still know very little about what's going on, but the current setup, operationally, in Liberty Square, it can get a little tight over there. When that queue overflows, it gets bad. But that might open up that whole area so that that whole walkway, or would be what would be the result if you got rid of all of the standing queue right now. You could allow for traffic to make its way down to Villains Land on either end of the new Cars Land, and then the queue would now be on the other side of the Haunted Mansion facade, or show building even, and then that would provide for a new state of the art queue, one that is far higher capacity than it is now, because it's one of the problems with the queue as it currently exists. And then you would open that area up traffic wise, operationally, all of that. And then this square here that Mickey Views has on this comes from documents related to notice of commencements that Disney has filed with the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, and we don't know what that structure is. A lot of people are suggesting that is going to be a bar, similar to what you find in the Treasure, or is it MJ? Is it the Treasure and the Adventure that has or the Discovery?
The Destiny and the Treasure are the two cruise ships that have the Haunted Mansion parlor at the moment, and I know they have 6 more ships in their fleet, so I don't know if those new ships will be having the parlor, but it is a very extremely popular venue. People are not only getting married on the ships in that venue over there, but now Disneyland has incorporated the idea to do that over there in Disneyland starting in July of 2026, which is wild. I'm looking at Villains Land and I'm like, people are going to want to get married over in Villains Land too once that's up and going, right?
There's a whole following of people that like a gothic dark aesthetic to their weddings.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Epic Universe to start opening up those portals for reserving events like that, and I have a feeling it's going to be between the Harry Potter Paris and that is beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
No, but can you imagine the organ playing and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
and then
I know.
do you foolish mortals, are you sure you want to tie the knot?
There's no going back now.
Exactly.
Death do us part.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
no
so
kidding.
good.
Oh man, that'd be golly. Could you imagine me the wedding planner for that? Oh,
Yeah.
so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, it's crazy. But look
And
at that
I think
venue. It's insane. It's insane.
I know. It's funny because we changed our backdrop, and I was kind of going off of the Haunted Mansion bar, actually, with what I already had. I had some brick wallpaper, I've got Haunted Mansion curtains, and I had this massive library bookshelf backdrop. So I just kind of threaded it all together for now, and then this back here. But it was the Haunted Mansion parlor that really kind of inspired me. We could bring in a little bit of Haunted Mansion throughout the year to, not just during Halloween. Gosh, I love that. I love her wedding dress. I'm sorry. I really would love to see that dress more. I like the vintage, and those flowers are, I like,
It is pretty. I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty. It's really
Raph is
pretty.
over here. I know what he's thinking. He's like, oh boy, here she goes. We're going to be celebrating our 25th in the next 2 years. She's already thinking that far ahead.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, it is. Look, this venue looks awesome. It's way better than what the Wish got, which was the Star Wars Lounge or whatever. That's no good. Seeing it in person doesn't get any better from there. But this is really something spectacular. They have won a couple of awards from some of the amusement industry awards they have out there. I think Golden Ticket and some others. So people really like this. This was a hit right out of the box. That's why they duplicated it with the Destiny. I think Imagineering knew that they had something really good in its hands, And so 2 of the 3 Triton class ships now have this venue, which is good.
Yes.
Now the question is well, do we bring this to the parks? And so that's why a lot of people are speculating on whether or not they will actually do that, because it has been a revenue driver for Disney, these bars and so forth, these theme bars. And even though there is a decline in alcohol consumption overall nationwide, it doesn't seem to be the rule at Disney. The GO82 has been relatively successful. What is it? The new Pirates bar has also been very successful.
The Beacon Barrel, yeah.
The Beacon
That was
Barrel,
my
right?
next question was, I wonder if they're going to start incorporating Pirates of the Caribbean bars. That to me makes more sense because it's a it's a cruise ship, and it's in the they go to the Caribbean. So
Hey, you never
a
know.
pirate,
So I can get a job
Pirates
there
theme
then, huh?
bar.
You could totally work
yeah.
there, Tom. They'll hire you right away. But you know what? It's interesting that you're saying that, Erica, because we have yet to see what these new ships have to bring. But the newest one, if you guys do a comparison, I don't know if anyone in the audience has been on a Royal Caribbean cruise, but the newer ships, I think it was like the Oasis or the Utopia, there's like a courtyard type of thing in the middle. So if you were to get a room with like a balcony, it would show you the courtyard, like the inside of the ship. It was like, but it was open. And the new Disney cruise ships are like rivaling that, and they want to mimic those same architectural concepts that the Royal Caribbean cruise ships have. And that's what we're going to be seeing. So it's so true, Erica. They might have like a Pirates of the Caribbean parlor on their new ships that have yet to be announced. It's just like wild. It could be totally.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and this is the strength of an original IP, and how these things can really turn into worlds of their own, right? Pirates of the Caribbean having no previous standing within the movie space before it was actually created and installed in Disneyland in 1967, and then the 69 similarly with Haunted Mansion. These are 2 standalone brands that really have lasted the test of time and so forth. So yeah, I'm not adverse to this kind of stuff. It's sad that it is being used for the purposes of a bar, because obviously it limits appeal, right? But kids can't,
Enjoy it. They can't
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the same level of adults. We are seeing 21 and older spaces inside the theme parks themselves, which you alluded to, which is very, atypical, right? That's the saddest part about this stuff. But the quality that we've come to expect from Imagineering lives on, just, I guess, in the bar settings.
Yeah. Dan, did you have a question earlier? Dan?
It was just like about the queue line for Haunted Mansion. Like it's be a change from the very beginning to when we get to the touch the musics and all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah, so it would be the entire exterior portion. So that would include the you remember that the extended queue used to be the old keelboat dock back in the day. Well, now that's all kind of gone away. Rivers of America has gone away. So these wonderful vistas that you used to see with Liberty Bell and everything else, all those are gone. So the idea is, okay, well, if we want to maintain the sanctity of the Haunted Mansion and not just have like ka-chow next to, next to these queues, it's like, does it make sense to relocate these and really build them out in a way that secludes you? Not too dissimilarly to what they actually did in Disneyland recently, where they added a whole new queue structure for that. So that's kind of the idea there.
I just can't still get over my head how the Rivers of America are now going to be a Cars attraction. How is this happening? I still can't even, like, part of me looks at the walls when I walk in, and it's like, okay, you know what? They're just updating Rivers of America. I'm lying to myself, right? To like cope, but that's not the case. It's gone. They could have put Cars Land over in Hollywood Studios or something. I still don't get it.
Sure.
I can't
that's
deal.
my friend's idea. That was my friend's idea. She wanted that to be replacing Launch Bay.
Yeah.
But no.
That's insane. It's absolutely wild. It's already
they
gone.
obviously the stuff is pretty old. This footage that you see here, everything has been destroyed in these shots, which is really, really unfortunate, really sad. And people are only now kind of reconciling with this idea that wow, the heart of this theme park and something that at least on the Disneyland end of things, Walt believed in so strongly. He cashes out his life insurance policy of like 30 years or something in order to pay for the Mark Twain, for example. Right? It was a big deal when it comes to like Disneyland Handcrafted. The new documentary released by Leslie Iwerks very, very recently, both available on Disney Plus and YouTube. The rivers, yeah. It was Disneyland. It was such a defining feature for that theme park, and really helped set it apart from its amusement park contemporaries at the time. Nobody had like a big river like that and an old-fashioned steam wheeler and all that kind of stuff. And it just transported you to this time and place that didn't exist before.
Gave it
And
class too. It just gave it a bunch of class to go to, and
yeah,
you felt like you were, it was different than the rest of the park. That whole area tied in great with that. You can't.
absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
remember being 7 years old and seeing it. It's like that was the first time I fell in love with it when I was a kid.
Right.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
And to see it gone to hear a car crash and go, "Hey, we got a new haunt," is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Insane.
it's insane. It's
Insane.
crazy.
Oh
And as
man, I'm sorry. I just had a really just bizarre idea go through my head because you know how at Paris Disney, how their Thunder Mountain kind of ties in with the Haunted Mansion over there. They
yes,
have this like storyline where all the miners, had died in some catastrophic, was it like earthquake or something, and all the souls ended up across the river to the haunted mansion. And it's kind of a bizarre story threaded together, but I mean, it works. It's a theme park and it's Disney. Um, but
That's awesome.
Geez, I'm sorry. I just had this idea of like, okay, car crashes, and then the souls get sucked in over into the haunted mansion.
Insane.
Golly, could you imagine
no, it's
Imagineering? They'd be just stupid enough to
It's
pull
basically
something off
planes.
like that is the thing.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, you must be surprised that some people are going to look at this and say, "Oh wait, this is not what I expected. I was expecting Radiator Springs, but it's not." Yeah, sure.
Right.
yeah, I would have preferred an actual Radiator Springs and then having it on the backside or Frontierland, and then you have that Grand Canyon rock formation from Big Thunder Mountain as like for perspective theming. That's as an Imagineer, that's what I would have done. That's where my creative brain would have gravitated to. And then you still could have kept Rivers of America for that R&R that everybody needs in a Florida theme park with shade, some downtime. It's wheelchair and stroller friendly.
Yep.
Not everybody eats in the parks and pays money for quick serve. A lot of people bring food. You have little ones that are very picky eaters, and and parents would bring their own food for their kids. So they're just little by little just chiseling all of that away. And then don't even get me started on like getting into the food aspect where the kids menus, the adults, once upon a time, the pro tip was, oh, get a kids meal, and you can't really do that anymore because now they've got the kids meals down to such tiny portions and not even actual like chicken nuggets per se, but they're basically these little Lunchables and they're doing it on purpose. So you're basically getting a toddler meal. It's not even a child's meal because a 7 to like 10-year-old could eat more than just a Lunchable.
Right.
And they're really forcing it to where you're either having to bring your own food or you're going to spend money in the park.
Yep.
There's no middle
Absolutely.
ground even on that. So the nickel and diming, they've really have manipulated their way to the nickel and diming. And kind of make sure. Well, I do think it is intentional. I think they've done it on purpose. It's not hard to see
Oh,
how that
absolutely.
conversation went down in the board meeting. Oh, well, if we can force families, to
They are
have to,
forcing them. Yeah, totally, because that's why they have the dining plan. Now if you they're it's almost like they're forcing you. Yeah, you buy a dining plan and then your kid is going to eat for free, but you're still paying all this money. It's not like it's cheap, right? I mean, I'd rather either bring my own food into the park or just have a game plan. A lot of people like have a really big hefty breakfast and then a snack in between, and then they go all out in dinner time. Typically when you're on vacation, it just depends, to each their own dietary needs and all those things. So,
Right.
it's crazy. It's not accommodating whatsoever. Erica, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, and we've also seen the rise of like prefix menus, right?
that's
So
some bullshit right there. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
get that.
yeah.
I went to California Grill when we were dating, or not, or newlywed. I can't remember. It's been so damn long. Um, years ago.
The timeline's become a blur.
Yeah, no shit.
Anyway.
I remember when we ate there years ago and everything was, I mean, it was expensive and it was a la carte and it was really good. And when we went there for Christian's graduation, it was prefix and it was good, but I ordered this signature, what they're known for in that restaurant, thinking, well, if you order what they're signaturely known for, you'll be safe, you'll be good. So I got the pork chop. That shit was so damn dry and I was so pissed because we spent how much on that bill? It came out to like $465.
Whoa!
Holy moly, guacamole!
Yeah, it was for 3 people.
For 3 of us, but we also had
3
alcohol.
people.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this was now I understand this was what Christian wanted. It was his graduation gift, and we did tell him whatever you want. And we literally gave this child options anywhere in the world he wanted to go to travel to see. We would have taken him to Japan, wherever he wanted to fucking go. I told him, wherever you want to go, but he wanted to go home to Florida. He wanted to see family. He wanted to bring his cap and gown and get photos of the family in his cap and gown. So I was like, okay, we'll go home. And he wanted to fulfill his childhood dream of staying at the Contemporary, and he wanted to have that more adult experience, fine dining. He had never had gourmet food. He's like, well, I would like to try one of those like fancy restaurants. I've never been to one of those. And so I gave him the list and the, rundown of what I thought, based off of previously and having had family that worked there for so long. But that advice was dated. I just didn't know it.
Wow.
And it was before we got into this space to update our, information on the good, bad, and the ugly. So we went, and it was a hefty. Now, Christian, I will say, he loved every minute of it. But, but he's an easy pleaser. He loved the atmosphere. What he ordered was really good. He kind of went with the safe bet, which is steak. And he loved the fireworks, how they shut down the restaurant, and the cooks even stopped cooking everything fresh. And we got out to go to the balcony, and then you come back in and the cooks literally pick up where they left off on cooking. And that was a nice tip to know from our server. And we did have an excellent server. He was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
He even brought us out a wine from Bernkastel-Kues, which is our favorite wine fest out here. We love going down to the Moselle River and going down to Bernkastel-Kues. And there is a small family-owned winery down there, very small, that Disney contracts with, and they only make, 500 cases a year? And Disney will buy up some of those cases and serve it as like a premier or elite a sweet wine on their wine list. They're the California Grill. And the more he got to talking to us and getting to know us, he let us have a free sample of that wine and an ice wine. I forgot where the ice wine came from, but that was the best experience, was our server at that restaurant. And
I couldn't believe they had that
makes
wine
the difference.
there.
That makes the difference, and that really helps you, like, here, just take some more of my money. When
No,
when it's
yeah.
that when it's that great,
Yeah.
it's like, here's a bigger tip for you. We've done that. And you know what? I need to go on a rant about dining. I am so torn apart right now because I've been trying to make plans for Valentine's Day dinner. We haven't gone out for Valentine's Day dinner in a very long time. It's always been like a big family thing. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just go, you and I, this year. Let's leave the kids, whatever. He's like, yeah, okay. So I'm sure that you guys have heard of this amazing place here in South Florida called the Mai Kai restaurant in Fort Lauderdale. They were closed because of COVID. They refurbished. They spent, I don't know, millions on redoing their whole place. If I can find B-roll, actually, let me do that while I'm ranting here because I'm very upset. I could not believe the Valentine's Day package they put together. They were like, yeah, it's 160. Listen, folks, 160 a person. It's a fixed menu. You get one appetizer, one entree, one dessert.
Yep.
And then they said, oh, but you get a lei. And I'm like, okay, I could freaking get a lei at the Dollar Tree before I come to your restaurant. Whoop-de-doo.
Ah.
So hold on. Universal Studios, the Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort Hotel, has a Watalan Luau. I hope I said that right. Shout out to the Polynesian dancers. They are phenomenal performers. For less than $160 a person, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. All you care to enjoy includes beer, wine, mocktails, cocktails, everything. They give you a freaking lei too. And it's like, I think the kids' prices were like between $60 and $70. And I look over at him, I'm like, are we gonna go now to Orlando to do a luau experience instead of going to Fort Lauderdale, which is more of our neck of the woods? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I cannot believe, and I called the manager and I said, how are you doing this? And then my mother looks at me. She's like, why are you going to call the manager? They don't care what you have to say. They're going to have their thing anyway. I'm just saying, how is it possible that a Universal Studios hotel has a much better deal than these folks over here in Fort Lauderdale? Like, give me a break.
Yeah.
I'm going to find the B-roll so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's absolutely insane. But if you haven't visited South Florida, the Mai Kai is a very nice place to go to, just not on Valentine's Day, apparently. Gosh. Anyway, that's
My Kai, what kind of food was it again over there?
it's a Polynesian. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's right, Polynesian.
yeah, I'm gonna put it up here. So let me see if I can add it to share
Never got to
screen.
do the what do you call it?
What, the luau?
The
The
luau
Polynesian?
at the Polynesian. Nope, that ship sailed. I'm like, well, okay.
We got a place in town where you can.
Absolutely insane. I don't know if
Oh,
you guys
wow.
can see this.
Damn.
Yeah, it
Jeez.
is.
Before and
It
It
after
is
for the
something else.
luau.
Yeah, this
That's
is
amazing.
like,
How?
yeah, it's really nice. I don't know if they have a video of the dinner show. Let me see if I can click on here.
Didn't the Poly had something like that, and then they replaced it with a Holiday Inn hotel?
I don't know about that. I don't know. That doesn't sound familiar. This is the website. Can you guys see this okay?
Yeah.
Are you guys
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this is like a
Wow.
whole
Damn.
thing. But this is one of my most beloved places to go. I used to go like at least once or twice a year, but not for Valentine's Day. That's why it blew my mind. I was like, how are they charging this? Here's the menu. I mean, this is just a fixed, one choice. Look at, they even put it on here. Holy cow. Appetizer, choice of one. Entree, choice of one. Dessert. I'm like, how come I can't? I told the manager, why can't I have 2 desserts? And he was like, ma'am, it's just a fixed menu. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I was so upset.
Let me speak to your supervisor.
Yeah, I would have said 2
MJ
desserts.
now knows that a fixed menu is.
I'm so bad.
What
I'm
is your
so
damn name?
I'm such an idiot. But I was so upset. I'm like, this place is everything. The vibes, you go there, you feel like you're not in Florida. You feel like you're in a special island. But it is an experience. It's really, really, really cool. And then I'm gonna
That
show you
was-
guys the luau over at Wantalon. Juan Tillon, Luau. Let me see if I can pull it up. The Lowe's.
And they kind of used to have
Royal.
a luau like this, not only at the Polynesian Resort, but also at Tahitian Terrace in Disneyland back in the day.
Oh.
Oh yeah, see now the Lowe's Royal Pacific over at Universal, they have the same thing. It's absolutely amazing for way less. And even for Valentine's Day, I was looking and it doesn't have a special price. It's the full buffet for way less than $160 a person. Way less.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at
I'm
the
sorry.
coconuts that the girls are wearing.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Because y'all are gonna laugh.
they kind of look.
No, I got a story about this because
I'm just
I
gonna
already know
say
where
it.
yeah, he already knows where I'm going with this, but hear me out. So they started selling this coconut gelato in actual coconuts, and they're cut in half. So every time I eat one, I'm like, look at me, I'm the coconuts.
I'm trying to take myself out from the spotlight. Coconuts.
Looking at
Well,
it, and I'm like, you think it would
Well, they give
And
you a
Raph
coconut
just-
drink. They give you a pineapple drink or a coconut drink, like you're holding an actual coconut and your choice of beverage in it. It's actually really, really cool. I think I might have pictures of when I was there, but I have to look back because it's been a while. What was it? What was it reminding you of, Tom? What were you saying? Are you making fun of the chunky one that had a little
No, I
love
was just
handle
gonna.
there?
I was gonna say most of the coconuts wouldn't hold a D cup, but I'm just leaving that alone.
Oh my goodness. Do they make a D cup coconut? Jeez.
No, the ones
I
I'm
thought we
eating
were
at
gonna
are
say-
about an A B cup.
Oh, a B cup coconut. Okay, I see. A B cup coconut.
You see, because the girls are wearing actual, like, I don't know how they wear those comfortably, you know, in their costumes, but
Oh, I
it's just
can't.
funny.
Yeah, I could
because,
never.
it's just funny that there's this Italian gelato company that makes coconut gelato and puts the gelato in a half coconut. It's that big. You
Yeah.
know?
Wait, hold on. Do they sell it at Costco? Because I've seen that. It's
Well,
like a
shit, if
it's like
they
a
do.
thing. Yeah, they serve it in. I've seen it at Costco. I don't know if anyone has a Costco
Yeah, any
membership,
left?
but
Well,
I've seen
The
it.
next time you're at Costco, please take pictures and send to me because if they're selling this in the States, oh, game
Wait,
I
on.
got.
no.
I
That
got
is
to
my
look in
favorite
Sam's Club
ice
now.
cream
I'm
is
curious.
coconut ice cream. Freaking
Well,
love
don't-
Linda,
this
we're going to
shit.
Sam's Club to go look for coconut ice cream. When we're done eating them, can you model them for me, honey, please?
Oh yeah, for Valentine's Day. That's a great Valentine's Day gift.
I'm gonna get
Hooray for
smacked soon, so if
Linda.
you see me go, you know that.
I'm sorry, it's just funny. Every time I eat out of one of those, I just look at it. I look at Raph, and I'm just like, I'm so tempted. So he just sits there and laughs at me.
You know what?
He's like, what a.
The Dollar Tree sells those too, so maybe I should wear that and put a freaking lei on and go down to the
Oh,
Mai Kai and
gosh.
tell them, hey, are you hiring? Let me work here so I can get a free dinner. My God.
Boom.
Dan, come on, you're gonna
Sorry,
put them
y'all.
on. You got the hair to do it, brother. You can do it.
Oh, Dan? Are you talking about Dan with the hair? Dan could
Yeah.
work there. He's
Well,
got
you
the
could,
hair.
you could just go in there and you could wear the wear the
Yeah.
dress, the regular whatever. I forgot what they call that,
Yeah.
and
look at
just
that
go, hey,
hair.
I'm here to dance for you.
Look
They
at
might
the
tell you to
hair.
put the coconuts on. I'm not sure.
Oh, shoot. With the coconuts. But yeah, that's my rant about dinner. So I still don't know what we're going to. Should we go up to Orlando and just do the Lowe's luau thing? I mean, I've been dying to do it.
Well,
Do
if you're
that.
gonna walk in there with the coconuts on and try to get a free dinner out of it, me and Dan might go there to film it to see if you get removed by Orlando PD.
Look, so Raph actually
Oh,
brought me
he's
one
got-
of these.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
my
a
God.
real coconut.
Oh my God. Is that gelato inside?
And it's coconut gelato inside.
Wow.
Wow, impressive.
That is
And
impressive.
this shit is so good, it'll wake the dead.
Oh, man. The haunted,
Really?
Now, Vash, do you have the Haunted Mansion music? Dude, with the...
I not on this one. Well, I could
okay. No, it's
probably
fine.
play it, but
Not
we
have
might
to
get
eat it 'cause he
copyright
gave it
struck.
to me, and it's like
No, you're
cold,
fine.
it's
Maybe.
gonna melt. So
Wake the dead. Oh my
Oh,
God, that's funny.
let me just
it's
tell
just
you.
so hard. Like, what are you guys' plans for Valentine's Day dinner? Is anyone going anywhere special with everything
Shit.
going on?
Not over here. We're too depressed.
Oh,
I mean, look, to be honest, guys,
Tom.
life ain't easy over here. We're so ready to get back to the States. We literally wake up every morning hoping to hear news from somewhere, and we hear nothing. It's crickets. And then we go to bed thinking about it. We wake up thinking about it. So we just kind of got into this like rut, and um
Take a
really
look
need to
at
get out.
this.
We work.
This Disney fan 5595 says steak dinner at the Tahitian Terrace used to be $1.85 and a Monte Cristo was $1.50. God bless
Yep.
America.
And how
Wow.
long ago was that?
Yeah, I know, right?
That would have been maybe like a 60s era menu, something like that, maybe
I don't
70s
even
era.
remember it being that cheap in the 70s.
Yeah, yeah. So the Tahitian Terrace, what, opens, I think, 62
Wow.
back at Disneyland, so it's a long time ago.
Erica, here you go. The wild man of Yavin, he wants to know, do the coconuts come in sizes?
No, they don't. They just come in this one size. But I mean, if you need reference, that's,
Yeah. After all the
they're
technical
small.
issues, you deserve all the gelato. Oh, guys, gelato update. Disney Springs.
Yes,
I'm
an
sure you
Italian
guys know
company.
about it. Yes. I'll try to pull it up. It is, wait till you see this thing.
They're not going out of business, are they? Because that's the best place to
No.
get gelato. And I've had the real thing out here. So if you guys have not been to the gelato place in Disney Springs, you don't want to skip on that.
Oh,
That's
Dan,
good.
what's the name of this place again? Viviolato.
I like their pineapple. They got really good
the one
pineapple
that
gelato.
used to be right next to Muppet Vision 3D. Yeah. I know
Oh,
what you're
that's so
talking about.
sad.
Oh, wait. Is it a cart?
Yes.
I haven't had that one yet because I keep going to the one at Disney Springs. It's the actual storefront. I haven't been to the cart where they have
The
it
last
in
time
like
I had
those canisters.
the last time I had something like that, I had the Pog flavor gelato. It was good.
What flavor was it again?
Pog, like passion, orange, and guava.
Oh, just like at the Polynesian, their little
Yeah.
breakfast drink. Yeah,
Yes.
nice. That's
My
gotta be
mouth
good. That's gotta be
is
good.
watering
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh,
That's
the
that.
tart.
I don't know if you guys can
Actually,
see that. So
Yeah.
this is gelato, and then
With cappuccino?
inside is like an espresso or cappuccino.
Ooh,
Dan, have you
that
tried
one.
this thing yet?
Oh, that looks
I need
good.
to try that one day. I know they have it in France too.
Okay, this is like
I'll tell you.
This
There's
is at
two
Disney
locations.
Springs?
Yeah, there's two
Yes.
locations in Disney Springs that you could get this. They have a cart and they have the actual restaurant, which is like right across from the boathouse.
Oh, so
Mhm.
it's the same gelato. I thought they were two different companies.
Oh no, it's the same people. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, then I've had it. I just never. I just always go to the store because I like the
Yeah.
store looks like a real gelato shop, like here in Europe. So I like walking in there and getting it in a cup.
Yeah, you would love that, Erica.
I will warn a small. So out here in Germany, when they're serving, and even in Italy, when they give you gelato, it's in a perfectly round little scoop.
Mhm.
And and the portions are not very big. It's not honestly just the right size. But in Disney Springs, because you're in the States, dude, they pack it in like this. And they're packing it, adding more and packing it and packing it. I swear 3 people could eat
Wow.
a size small because I mean they just pack the ice cream in there, and I can't finish one, and I can finish one out here, but at Disney Springs I'll take a few bites and I'm full, and I have to share it with somebody.
I'm a pig. I'd
I
eat the whole
use
dang thing and pay for it later.
now what we did do is get the kids, and the kids was like the right portion. So there's the kid size, and then there's small, medium, large. But just be warned, even the small is a pretty big size. Um, over at Disney Springs. That pineapple was so good though. Oh, and I don't know, they rotate flavors, don't they? I would assume they do. Most gelato places, if it's
Oh,
real
yeah.
gelato, they'll kind
Very
of
typical gelato place,
rotate.
yeah.
They'll
Mhm.
rotate different flavors. But dude, if they got pineapple there and you guys are there, that is like heaven.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I hope to taste it this weekend. I might be at Disney Springs this weekend.
Oh.
I'm not
There's so
I'm
many
not
things
sure.
Nice.
Not sure and it's not really a
Nice.
leisure trip because the daughter at UCF had some car issues, so Super Dad is on his way to save the day, being super mechanic. And I said, well, if we're going up that way, you know where we're going. He goes, yes, I know. So we'll see what happens.
It's a given.
Yeah, it's a given. Exactly.
All right, so oh, who's a newbie?
He's over on my thing. He's one of my guitar buddies.
Oh.
Hey, Matt McCollum. Thanks for coming by. Hope you're enjoying the banter. I am.
I think we're kind
Um,
of spicy today, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pissed because of all this damn technology failing on me.
So Erica, whatchamacallit, you said you had a warranty. You're gonna be good to go. You're gonna be okay. You have a how do you say this? You're gonna return it, and I just wanted to let people know that we had some mic
So,
issues, but we're figuring
To
it out.
bring y'all up to speed, what happened was
Yeah.
I got this like Rodecaster Pro 2. Oh shit, sorry, my spoon fell. And it was doing fine until I decided to rearrange my room last night and I had to unplug everything and replug everything back in. And then today I go to boot everything up and there's just no sound coming from anywhere. The computer doesn't even recognize the damn thing exists.
Yeah, it's not recognizing it at all.
So
So weird.
I'm over here, and poor Vash was sitting with us for like 40 minutes trying to help us out. And I'm at a point where I don't know, maybe it's I don't know, did I break it? I hope not.
No, it happens.
But we got a 30-minute late start to the stream because of that. And yeah, I got the warranty on it. I've just never done a return with Amazon in Germany. It's not like in the States where, you go do it on your phone, you go through the prompts, and then you drop it off at like a UPS package store or whatever, and you get your refund. Here, it's like old school. You have to go through the seller, and I guess they send you a shipping label, then you're responsible for packing it back up, sent and doing all that mess. And so it's just kind of annoying because then I really have to use Google Translate,
That's lifesaver
because
right there.
I never assume on the other side someone can speak English, so and it's tedious and it just takes longer. But what we're working off of right now is the webcam microphone. That was the only thing that was working. And then we're sharing a earpiece hooked into the computer.
Oh, so we're like in
Wild.
mono stereo. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have
But
some ideas, Erica, that I can help you go through computer wise.
Yeah, I think there's a couple things we can go through and
Yeah.
help out there. It's just very weird though how it wasn't even showing up in Device Manager, which
That basically when
Yeah.
it does that, that's usually a USB and registry error or something got corrupted.
right,
And it has to be
exactly.
fixed. Well, it could be the ASIO driver. It could be a couple different things.
Mhm.
now hormones here wanted to throw the whole damn thing across the room and just sit and
You
cry.
need to film that if you do.
I
Great
felt that
people.
energy.
Yeah,
I
she
felt
was-
the
she was
energy. I
almost
felt
there.
it from here, that
man.
female energy. I said, "Oh, someone's
I
head will
got
roll
so
for this."
I got so upset. I started to cry and I told Vash, I can't right now. And I handed the phone to Raph and I was like, here, talk to Raph. And poor
Yeah,
Raph
we
was
could
looking
hear
at
you
me.
talking through the mic when you did that.
Yeah.
And
Um,
he's like, what do you want me to do?
Just it's wild. It's
We'll
wild.
we'll figure it out. It's just so weird because usually the Rodecaster, I mean, I've traveled all across the United States with it, and every single time I hook it
Do
up
you
to my
use a
laptop,
Mac?
it's fine. So
Or Windows.
what was that?
No,
Bash, are you on Mac or Windows?
Windows, and that
Okay,
has
you
its
on
own complications.
11?
Yes.
Okay. There's a program I got to tell you and Erica about off stream. I won't talk about it on stream.
Oh, very interesting.
so I will say, for my friends here on panel, and even you guys in chat, this is the luck we have in our family. So, are we really surprised? No, not really.
If it can't go wrong, it will go wrong.
Yeah, That's
We're
You
used to
know,
it.
we're used to it.
everything has
Anything
to.
and everything that possibly can go wrong in this family always fucking goes wrong.
Dang.
It's
Sorry.
it's okay. I just feel like with these things, there has to be some failures in the beginning to perfect it, and it's just
Oh yeah.
it's part of it, and it's all good.
Yeah, Matt
I mean, it's
brought up,
not as worse as Tiana's head getting blown off.
Yeah, Tiana's still going like this, so we're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt
You wanna know how I
McCollum
really feel?
says
Hold on a second. I'll tell you how I
Roadcaster
really
is
feel.
picky about the type of C.
Yeah.
About type C, it was to be a high-speed cable. I
okay.
had that issue. Sounds similar to your issue, is what he's sharing with us.
did you
Thank
change plugs around? Did
Ye-
you change USB cables when you unplugged everything?
That's a good question.
No.
No.
Did you put it back into the same USB port that it was in?
Yeah. I never had to unplug it like that anyways.
Okay.
The only thing I had to unplug was just the actual so they don't really have like well they have power strips out here, but they also have like these round it's a power strip, it's just circular and it allows you 4 extra power outlets because in German housing they don't give you enough power outlets anywhere in these houses. So you have to use these all over your house.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I have it because we're kind of in the middle of the room now and I have one outlet way over there by the door, way over here by the French doors, and one right back here. And almost anything you buy out here, the cords are really short. So you have to buy these either extension cords or these power strips that have extenders, so you have length. Otherwise.
Yeah, it's like a round type power strip that kind of reels into itself.
Kelly,
Those are
you can
really
have those too.
common out here.
But anyway, so this is how I'm really feeling right now
God.
about and first of all Disney and whoever makes all this technology, mostly Disney. But here we go.
You are the lowest form of life on Earth. You are not even human fucking beings. You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
I really feel
I
right
love
now.
that guy.
Oh yeah, really Ermy.
Oh, earlier,
Good
there you
stuff.
go, Tom. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to ride with
My
him. I got to ride
Nice.
motorcycles with him and hang out.
lucky
Hell of a nice
bastard.
guy.
I would have loved to have met
He
him.
was an awesome guy. He loved hugging Linda. I wonder why. He used to bust his chops about it.
Did you guys want to talk about the possibility of the new park guy that's going to be in charge of the parks? I forget his name. They announced it the other day on X. Did you guys see that?
I have to
In terms of
admit,
the parks.
I'm not familiar with like the rest of all my focus has always been mostly Iger. And of course I've never really gotten to know all these other people that are so I'm a little lost on that and like his resume, what he's done. Vash was probably a lot more knowledgeable on that I can catch
Well,
in terms
Yeah.
of
Yes.
background and what he brings to the table. I really do not know anything about
what's
him
his
and what he
name?
brings to the table.
Bash?
I don't
What's
even
his
know that.
name?
Go. Did they officially announce a new experiences chairman? Because I didn't see that. If
I
they
didn't see
did,
that
It was a
either.
possibility of a guy that's going to be taking over tomorrow's position right now.
right? So there's a couple of people. Let me see if I can bring it up on in a screen over here. Give me just 1 second, guys. Because Disney Tourist Blog had a pretty good article going over the potential candidates. My bet, though, just because of the amount of responsibility that's in this person's hand right now, Jeff Valley, the head of Walt Disney World Resort, sounded to me like the most likely because anybody else would kind of be an indictment on the leadership out there in Walt Disney World. However, there have been people that have pushed back a little bit on me and said, hey, Jeff Valley has said before, or at least made comments before, that he wouldn't be interested if offered the job, which, is very interesting. I haven't seen those comments myself. But some people have thrown their hats into the ring, like Ken Potrock, for example, which was the previous head of the Disneyland Resort. I believe Ron actually worked underneath him for a period of time. at Disney Vacation Club and so forth. So he's been with the company for a while. You also have Thomas Muslim, who is the current Disneyland Park president right now. He comes from Cruise Line, working a bunch of years there. So a lot of people have said that he has the experience at both Cruise Line and Disney parks to take over that position. We don't quite know currently right now. Why can't I find this? Hang on. Sorry.
It's the family curse. Now it's going on to you.
No, I just can't find this this article that they had, and I wanted to go ahead and showcase it because it has all the names and all the profiles and everybody. Give me a second here. You know, yeah, here we go. And I'll go ahead and share my screen right now. Give me just 1 second, guys. So there you go. They asked the question, Tom Ricker does, who will replace Josh DeMauro as head of Disney Parks and Resorts? You can see if you scroll down right here, that would be Thomas Muslim, the current head of Disneyland, next to Gordon Ramsay there, because Gordon Ramsay officially announced a restaurant for Downtown Disney at Disneyland, so that's pretty cool. But he's been in experiences for a little while there. You also have, and here's Tom Ricker with Muslim there. You also have this gentleman right here, Joe Scott, Disney Signature Experiences president. Disney Signature Experiences is kind of like the really high-end boutique portion of the experiences division. It's like one step above Adventures by Disney, and it's a relatively new position. But Joe Scott is another strong contender who's essentially the mirror image of Muslim. While Muslim left Disney Signature Experiences to take over Disneyland, Scott left Shanghai Disney Resort to take over Disney Signature Experiences. Yes, so Signature Experiences, if I'm not mistaken, it encompasses Adventures by Disney, it encompasses Disney Cruise Line and stuff like that. So that's where you're getting that gentleman right there. You also have this gentleman right here, Michael Moriarty, Disney Experiences VP and CFO. So Moriarty was part of the most recent game of musical chairs, being promoted from president and managing director of Hong Kong Disneyland to executive vice president and chief financial officer for Disney Experiences itself. So that could be potentially a person there. That would be very interesting, especially if you come from Hong Kong, because Hong Kong has always been, I think it's only had one profitable quarter or maybe one profitable year in its entire lifespan. like Hong Kong has not been very successful, and they've tried throwing everything to see what sticks there. And so if you come from that area, you've gone to the School of Hard Knocks when it comes to experiences. So that would be very interesting. And then somebody was saying, let's see, Natasha Rafalski. I got to be honest, I'm not quite sure. I've heard her name, I think, thrown around amongst the Disneyland Paris fandom, because they feel that she's been pretty good for that resort. I don't know. I mean, again, Disneyland Paris is kind of like Hong Kong in that it does take someone very competent to lead those positions, and it's not an easy gig for sure. But I would like to see a little bit wider breadth of experience than just Paris. And then obviously Jeff Fowley, who is the current president of Walt Disney World. Again, this is the guy that says, "Hey, Rivers of America underutilized." I don't know if we want that for the entire experiences division. That doesn't sound very good to me.
No, that's the one I saw on X that they were saying might take over parks. They said that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, it makes sense, right? Because it's like, if you are running the flagship for for the Walt Disney Company in terms of the resort that brings in the most money, it would make sense that you would bring in a guy like Valley. Actually, that's where DeMauro came from before he was chairman. So his meteoric rise, he starts out actually at Disneyland in 1998 I think they bring him in as a strategist and a product planner or something like that, business planner. And then he from Disneyland, he bounces around to different areas. One of those being Adventures by Disney, Hong Kong, I think Animal Kingdom for a little while, and then is made a Disneyland Resort president in 2018. is upgraded to Walt Disney World president in, I believe, 2019, 2020, somewhere around there. And then right after Chapek, like, it gets his promotion to CEO as the former Parks chairman. Josh Giamaro is made the chairman of Parks and Resorts or Experiences. At that time, it was Disney Experiences and Products. But he gets the upgrade. What is it? I think May of that year. So that's where he comes from. He comes from Walt Disney World Resort president, and so it kind of makes sense that you just go down the line once again. I don't want that to be the case, but there you go. And then you have Ken Potrock, obviously, who was Disneyland Resort president and was moved to a position that they had made for like the celebration of the 250th anniversary of the country. Disneyland's or Disney's part of that, and maybe like Super Bowl and some other things that were going on. So any one of these guys could be the next Experiences president. I would be very interested to see who among them could lead Disney into the next kind of
But
era.
which one could we trust? I mean, it's like none of them are good. I don't know
Yeah.
what to say. Like, why?
They're all products of the Bob Iger era. They're all products of the Josh Giamaro Chapek era, which is, not seen as very good, right? Unfortunately, Experiences has been placed in this position where it has to essentially fund every part of the company. So whether it comes to streaming, whether it comes to movies, whether it comes to TV shows, everything, all the funding for all those things has to come from the Parks or Experiences unit. And that means that every single square foot of the parks, of the cruise line, of the resorts, you have to squeeze every single dollar out of them.
Yeah.
And so all of these executives have been part of that. And I don't think any one of them would necessarily discontinue that practice, because I don't know if the company can afford it. And that's one of the reasons why Josh Giamaro was the one that was chosen, because it was clear that the entertainment unit has completely stalled, that Dana Walden is completely not up to the challenge. I mean, she already cost the company, $110 million with that YouTube carriage dispute. That was fully within her camp. She advocated for Kathleen Kennedy to stay longer than she should have.
Right. Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel, all those problems, right? So now you look at these potential suitors for the chairman position, and you go, which one has the least amount of baggage? Maybe it's Ken Potrock, because Ken, he got dealt a bad hand. I mean, he literally is made the Disneyland Resort president, I think in 2020, like months, days actually, before Disneyland is shut down in March of 2020 of that year.
Wow.
And for 412 days, he doesn't have a resort. He doesn't have parks that are open.
Yeah.
And up to that point where Disneyland does open, it was a mad dash to get, tens of thousands of cast members added back on.
Yeah.
He had to relaunch an entire resort, something that had never been done before. Usually when you're opening a new park, like Epic Universe, for example, you're opening it and you might need 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 cast members. Disneyland Resort is a whole different beast, right?
Yeah.
So going from 0 to as close to 100 as you can get,
Yeah.
that's a crazy task. They had to replant all the planters. They had to, repaint like crazy. They had to do all the stuff that had just atrophied in the time that these parks were closed. And so it was very stressful for Ken. He conversations with the governor, conversations with Disney leadership, conversations with all these different places to get reopened and to get active again. Had to hire 30,000 cast members in a very short period of time.
That's a lot on his shoulders, and the governor,
Yeah.
the government, California's, the governor, and all that. That's challenging all on its own right there. It's not like it's
Absolutely.
Florida. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
It was a very stressful time, a very emotional time. And so I think Ken is certainly up to the task when it comes to leading the Experiences division, how successful he would be in that role, whether he would roll back like reservations for Disneyland Resort or some of the bad practices that have been, carved in granite for the Experience division. Like, for example, Lightning Lane, right? We all hate Lightning Lane. We all hate
awful.
a lot of this stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Whether he'd be inclined to roll that back or a continuation of that, I don't know. Maybe
My
he would be
question is,
least. Oh, please, Erica.
Yeah.
would he have that kind of power and authority, or does that come from the C-suite where he's being puppeted and controlled and being told, no, you can and can't do that?
What C-suite looks for is really how much are you contributing to the bottom line? How much revenue are you bringing in? How much OI or operating income are you providing, right? Or profit. So as long as you maintain that profit, as long as you maintain that revenue stream, wherever it happens to come from, then you're good. Potentially, you could roll some of these things back. I don't know. I it's a risk for a chairman to do that, because if the experiences division comes up with a negative number on the quarterly earnings call, the entire stock tanks. In fact, a lot of Wall Street analysts felt that because Disney had provided the guidance on its most recent quarter, that international visitation was going to drop off in future quarters. That's why the stock dropped by 7%.
Damn. And we
And
count
remember-
on those international folks.
Oh, absolutely. It's huge.
Huge.
They're huge drivers for revenue, right?
Yes.
Because your domestic guests, you know, if they're going to spend big money, either they're very wealthy or they're going to go into debt or whatever. International guests, especially with currency exchange rates and so forth, that's a whole different ballgame. The average international guest is going to spend more than the average domestic guest, and the average domestic guest is going to spend more than the average pass holder, at least per day.
Right.
So international guests falling off is not good. Why are you doing this to me? What is the ads going on here? Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
the ads. Oh, the ads.
I was like, what is going on? Okay, sorry about that. But no, it's like that one piece of guidance, at least from a lot of Wall Street, are saying, bail on this company or whatever. And that was after a record-breaking quarter. They had $10 billion in revenue for the first time ever in the experiences division, and still the stock dropped that much.
And
So
that's when
would
it
a
might
chairman?
flip
Oh,
out.
please, Tom.
Sorry, that's when you can ask a lot of investors what the hell they were not happy.
No, they weren't happy. They weren't happy. And so would a chairman put their reputation on the line to take off a product like Lightning Line? And we know it would be beneficial for the entire parks division, but would they put it on the line to do that, understanding that there might be a severe revenue fall off? I'm not sure anybody would be willing to do that. I think the buy-in for that product is like 50% almost, or over that in some cases at Walt Disney World and stuff like that. Like, that's the risk. And every single one of these people seems to be risk averse. You know, nobody seems to be really dedicated to like the guest experience as much as maybe executives of the past, and that's really sad.
Also, just random thought. What do you think would happen if they decided to get rid of the reservation system and made the passes truly passes again? You got to think of the revenue that they're losing because people just didn't want to deal with a pass that's a may be able to use thing. I know there are a lot of reservations available now, but the thing is, some people don't want to go through that. They just like, hey, honey, I'm done with work. Let's go hit the park for the day. How much are they
spontaneity.
losing in revenue in that?
I don't even know how you would calculate it, but I would assume that the revenue loss potentially from that is quite a bit. And it is weird how aggressive they have been at this at Disneyland. Like, I get it. At Disneyland, it is the world's most famous regional theme park. 75% of the annual visitation of Disneyland come from within 250 miles of that theme park. So it makes sense that you would want to switch that paradigm, right? That you would want to rebalance that out and allow for more tourists to get access, because tourists or domestic tourists are going to spend more money per day than your average annual pass holder per day. I get all that, but it has so devalued the annual pass or the Magic Key program that a lot of people are opting not to renew because it's just like I can't get the days I want.
Yeah, I stopped basically after the brief period here with COVID when Disney was open. We had our top passes. I had 2 top passes, and they started a reservation system, and I tried it. And I got frustrated with it, and they're like, "Well, you can't, just come. You got to make a reservation." I'm like, "All right, we'd go." Crap, sometimes 3 times a week, I drop $150 to $200 on a fancy dinner night out at the park just to go, walk around Epcot, get some food, all that type of stuff, buy gifts for the grandkids, something for me and my wife. And I would do that weekly. So I know I wasn't alone in that. I started noticing other people the time there that we started to realize we're regulars and we do that thing. So I can picture what it's like on your coast compared to over here.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, it's ridiculous when you examine like the amount of availability and the differences between like Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World, basically, if you had an annual pass, unless it's Magic Kingdom on a weekend or Saturdays, you can basically walk in. And maybe you have to make a reservation for Saturdays, maybe you don't. Disneyland is just a different story. Disneyland, you if you're an annual pass holder, you have to make a reservation, weeks ahead. And honestly, for Saturdays, it might be months ahead.
it's nuts because I know Bob goes a lot, and he says it's ridiculous to get those reservations sometimes.
It's very difficult. It's very because you're constantly having to refresh
And they
the
they
calendar.
they do penalize you if you don't make a reservation, right?
Yeah.
If you don't
Yes.
go,
So
if you
Heard
miss it,
that.
I mean, you make one and you don't show up.
3 no-shows gets you a 30-day restriction that prevents you from making another reservation. So, for
So
30 days, I'll go
30
please.
days. Let's say you get sick and you
Yep.
miss your 3 things. Let's say you caught a bad flu. You
Right.
Yes.
miss your 3 days. You paid top dollar for a pass, which already
Right.
comes with blackout dates now
Right.
Right.
and reservations. And okay, I got sick, and then you call into the guest service and say, "Hey, listen, we got sick, we can't come. So sorry, you're still banned for 30 days." At what point do they start bleeding customers?
Right.
I mean, to them, it's just like, okay, well, the reservation system was like the best system for them, right? Especially at Disneyland, because it was like we could have people paying monthly payments on a product that we can just deny them later on.
Yeah,
It's
this is a
crazy.
May use ticket.
It's crazy.
And that's the main reason that was one of the things that made me stop. It was like, I'm
Yeah.
not giving you $2,000 a year,
Right.
basically each. So that's
Each.
$4,000
Yep.
Right.
to basically not be able to use it. Now, if I could use this, if I went 50 times in that year, I had a fun time.
Yeah.
We did it. We went
Yeah.
a lot. And we were there when Galaxy Edge first opened. We were there when a bunch of stuff. And there's some things that, I didn't like. And now, even if they got rid of the reservation stuff and what they took away, I don't know if I want to go back. At this
Yeah.
point, it's just such a sour taste. And what they took away from pass holders and their perks, like you all were talking about the magnets, how they used to,
Yeah.
mail the magnets on the other show. And you would get things, magic
Like,
bands
how is
sent to
this
you.
possible that you're not going to get a magnet in the mail and you're an annual pass holder? You have to fly down and then go to the park to get your magnet? What kind of nonsense is that? That doesn't
Wild.
make any
You know what I
sense.
say to that
it's
is
just not
the
that. It's the
mag.
little things. They
The
piled up and they took away the little perks, and that's
Yeah, they
what
used to give
angered.
away better things
Yes, I have
from
coffee
flute, but
cups.
like coffee cups,
I have
glass
coasters. We
flutes.
have a whole bunch of stuff, nice things that we got. We have mini coasters. We got
Yeah.
a bunch of different stuff,
Well,
and
Universal is watching and listening because they are treating their annual pass holders very well over
I
there.
just got a nice lanyard that I didn't even know they were giving out
You
the
see
other day when we went.
a lanyard, and those are the little things. Don't they understand that those things are like, how much
Yeah.
does it cost to make that? It's the little things that make people feel appreciated.
Wow,
it.
man, that
Yeah.
sounds like you need some Imodium AD.
Yeah. Wow, man's having a tough time over there.
Yeah, Disney fan 5595. That's the problem. The feeling is gone. The goodwill is gone. Yes,
And
indeed.
I'm hoping. And listen, maybe I'm being a little bit optimistic, but I'm hoping tomorrow grows a pair and basically puts everybody in line and tries to get them back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
little wishful
Oh,
thinking. We can all hope.
A couple years back when Galaxy Edge opened, I actually ran into Tomorrow. I didn't know this. I didn't know who he was, but I had a backpack
mhm.
on with a bunch of patches that looked Star Wars related, but they're to do with the space program. And I had a conversation with him about it. At that time, I did not know any of you fine people. I didn't know, the whole streaming thing. I was just going there. This is right before COVID, and or whatever they want to call it on YouTube. Sorry. The thing is, he seemed interested in that, and he had a nice conversation and a rapport with me. So it was an interesting thing to see where he is now. To see, like, hey, I recognize that guy. I was surprised to see him there talking to people, just walking around. If he was, and he was head of the parks then, I believe,
Yeah.
departments. So
Yeah,
Really cool.
it seemed like he had a genuine interest in what people were doing, and if they enjoyed himself. I'm wishing him luck. That's all I
Dan,
can say.
Dan, did
go
you
ahead,
have
Dan.
something you wanted to say?
No,
Oh, I
just
thought you were
waving
waving your
somewhere.
hand, or were you saying
Yeah,
hi
sorry.
or flying blind on a rocket cycle? I wasn't
Well,
sure. I wanted to make sure everyone can ask a
Jo-
question.
Josh's claim to fame. And this is part of the video that I'm putting together. Josh's claim to fame and what made him most noteworthy in terms of the eyes of executives was there was a series of issues that happened at Disneyland Resort. So, like the mayor at that time, Mayor Tom Tate, was playing very aggressively with Disneyland at the time. They tried to approve their Eastern Gateway project, which would have seen a parking structure on the east side of Harbor. That was actually canceled and nixed by the city. They tried to apply for a tax subsidy for a fourth hotel out in Disneyland Resort. That was nixed by the city. The relationship had become very toxic at that point. Josh G. Morrow comes in and says, "Hey, let's go ahead and end all tax subsidies with Disney. Let's go ahead and I'm sorry, with the city, and let's reestablish relations with the city of Anaheim, its residents, its mayor, and so forth." And everybody was like, "Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty cool that they would actually do that." Come to find out, they were actually just preparing for Measure L. So Measure L was it was put to a vote for the city of Anaheim residents that would have seen any business that took tax subsidies have to they would essentially be on a schedule for minimum wage increases for their employees. And Disney was trying to avoid that. That's why Josh Giamaro did that. But they couched it in, hey, we want to go ahead and reestablish relationships with you. And this was so noteworthy that Bob Iger, I think, included it in his book, Right of a Lifetime, on how he was really impressed that Josh Giamaro did that. And that was his kind of one of the first things that he did, becoming Disneyland Resort president. But again, it was super shady because they were trying to get out of that minimum wage measure. That's why they did it. And a judge actually came in years later and said, "No, you've accepted tax subsidies this entire time. That doesn't obfuscate. That doesn't alleviate your burden here and having to follow Measure L." So they had to pay anyway. But it was very very interesting. Remember, he is the one that institutes the inclusion key. And
Oh,
yes, and he is the one that reduces the standards for the Disney look, right? That was all Josh Giamaro announcing that, putting that forward, and people ask like, why'd they do that? Really, it wasn't because of kind of the kind of idea of wokeness at the time or progressivism that was going through the company. It was really a ploy to get away with lowering the standards but keeping the pay the same. Because the problem is they did this in about April of 2021, where they had, remember at that time, there was a huge labor shortage.
yeah.
And it was like, we need tens of thousands of roles all at once to open Disneyland Resort. How are we going to do that with as prominent of a labor shortage as the nation was facing? oh, we'll just go ahead and reduce our standards and we'll call it inclusion. That's what happened. They were just filling roles with bodies at that point. The Cars Land Rivers of America removal, that happens under Josh G. Morrow as well, right? And it's really interesting how that was actually conveyed, because in the summer of 2024, that's when the D23 Expo is. They showcase like 14 new attractions, right? Oh, we're doing Cars Land, we're doing Villains Land, we're doing Monsters Inc., we're doing all this stuff, but they didn't actually specify where any of the stuff is going. 2 days later, 2 days after they announced Cars Land, after everybody had gone home from the expo and everything had happened, then they announced, oh yeah, Cars Land coming to Magic Kingdom. Yeah, it's actually taking the place of Rivers of America. He didn't want to face that scrutiny in front of that crowd. He didn't want to tell them what was being sacrificed to get Cars Land in. He just wanted to be the one that showcased that, oh, we're spending money in the parks, we're doing all this expansion, look at us, take all the accolades, but none of the criticism. And he does this over and over and over again. He's the one sending letters to WDI telling them that they have 18 months to move the Lake Nona or else they don't have a job. He's the one that's implementing Genie Plus, eventually Lightning Lane Multipass in, August of 2021. He's the one doing all of this. So
he's lying by omission over and over again is what it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly. Even under the Genie Plus announcement, he's saying, "Oh, this is going to be good for park goers. It's going to be awesome. These are going to be new services and so forth." No, you just packaged old ones and put price tags on them.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's what you did.
Wow.
You know, it's like FastPass was free forever, and then it was under Josh G. Morrow. And I think it was his Disney Parks blog post that said, hey, we're doing Genie Plus. So it's amazing how this guy has been able to skirt criticism and
Okay.
because everybody blames everybody else. They never blame Josh.
So you're thinking he's
Exactly.
more of a snake in the
Freaking
grass than
weird.
people have been
But yet,
recognizing.
people like the fan base, we see through that
Right.
and we call it out. How are they?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Like, how is it the fan base can see it, call it out,
Yeah.
and people that in the upper echelon of the company don't see it? Are they just intentionally turning a blind eye? Are they just that stupid? I mean, do they have their head up their asses? I mean, like, what is it? I don't get it. That doesn't make any damn sense to me at all.
I'm
Well,
looking at this B-roll and I can't help myself because at Animal Kingdom, they
Yep.
had in Pandora that thing that you can like interact with. You're supposed to be able to put it gives a special effect.
right.
There's so many things that are not working, but yet we have cranes and all kind of things going upward. And it's like, why can't you just fix the nice things that we can appreciate and enjoy while we're here? Get that functioning, and then do your construction. I cannot get it. I just
And it's
don't
over and over again, MJ. It's over and over again where they implement stuff and then they like forget about it or they downgrade it or whatever. Look at Epcot. I mean, Epcot has a litany of these kind of things where we were promised some things, we were promised fountains, we were promised this other stuff. Never actually got built. What did get built was, the lighting array within the concrete, right? Within the pathways in that central hub area of Epcot. Those, worked for like one day and then they
That's
don't work
insane.
ever again.
look at this video you're showing. Did you guys know that they just filed a permit and they're going to be redoing this whole area where the ferry boats bring you to the Magic Kingdom? That's
Yeah,
all
so-
going to be like redone or something. What were you saying, Raph? Raph?
No.
Oh, I
no,
thought you were
was-
saying something. So yeah, I
Nah.
mean, that's gonna be, and I'm sure it's because of the episode that happened, right? Where everyone
Yeah. Which, by the way, Disney has never to this day said anything public about that accident. Again, injured a whole bunch of people. We don't even know the status of the woman who fell on her belly, who was
So-
pregnant.
And they
Nash,
and they
me
won't.
and Erica were digging into that for a while,
Oh, please.
and we came into we came into a dead end with that, didn't we, Erica?
Yeah, we did, and without going into too many details, just knowing people who have worked in some areas of the parks. And Disney, from what I've been told, they're really good. If they want to keep something under wraps and keep it quiet, they know how to do that, and they're very effective. So I'm not surprised at all that what happened with the ferry boat. It was the information that got out was very contained and hardly got out at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and I
You're
know our
talking about
voices.
people in
Well,
wheelchairs and
and
the strollers, and oh my God, I can't.
oh yeah, it was a lot worse than what we had
Yeah.
thought. And it wasn't until Pro, really, he found more information on it and really just reported on it. But even then, a lot of us in this space, even with all of our channels combined, the information's really only getting out so far. It it is what it is, but this isn't the first time. There have been other incidences over the years that Disney has been able to keep things quiet and relatively away from
Look at that. Oh
major
my God.
headlines.
I can't even see that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Um,
It's just wild.
but I am
Come forward yet.
I'm glad they're going to update the ramps and it actually does need a complete overhaul. The last time we were there, I was noticing some areas there was some wood rot from water damage. It's just time to overhaul the entire thing and update it for the loading and unloading from the ferries. So I could even
Yeah.
argue that the monorails need to be replaced, but that's an entirely different conversation. Right
Well,
there, I know Mickey Views has reported on that over the years.
one of the things they want to do with Magic Kingdom is dramatically increase its capacity, because it's the one park that everybody visits, and that's why you have the most restrictions when it comes to deals and so forth when it comes to Magic Kingdom. They want to they want to increase its capacity, which is the total number of people that they let in per day. I don't know if they want to necessarily increase the hours. So what happens is that when the hours are as short as they are, everybody leaves at the same time, and that creates issues when it comes to people exiting the Magic Kingdom, because what they'll try to go use the ferry, for example, to get to their car, and then that whole area will just be gridlocked. And so I think they want to get out of that as well. Go ahead, Tom.
I think Dan had something he wanted to ask.
Oh, please, please.
I'm not sure if his mic was having an issue. Dan,
Oh, you can hear me?
we can hear
Yes.
you. It's just a little
Yes, sir.
crackling.
Right. Okay. How come anybody on the boat hasn't come forward to talk about this?
That's so true.
I wonder if they're under NDA.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Disney
could
loves
be.
their NDAs. That's nothing new.
NDAs, paid off lawyer, settlements.
Wow.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if
It's
Disney
like that
did pay
Walmart
them,
thing, you fall down 30 grand.
yeah. Well, look, if Disney did pay them and pay them well enough in order to facilitate an NDA, it's not the worst outcome in the world. But it is one of those things where this was a very high profile event. Multiple people were injured. I do find it egregious that we don't know anything, especially with SIFTOD. You would have thought that the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District would have revealed those documents. The fact that they're not good.
That tells me they paid out a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Oh, you got to believe they give you a check. Shh, don't say nothing. Here you go.
Well, you
Yeah,
have
we're
a good report, you
human,
have a
you know?
healing. They probably have what do they call that? When you don't go in front of a judge is another thing.
Arbitration.
Arbitration. that's it.
Mediation?
Thank you. And they'll go there. They'll get their settlement. Their lawyer, Morgan & Morgan will come in and say, "Hey, we got our cut. This is what we can get you," and most people will be happy with the Disney money and walk away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the trade-off. You want this, you can't say nothing. We'll give
Exactly.
you lifetime tickets plus your pay. You can't say nothing about it.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's usually how it goes. I mean, nobody wants a high profile incident like what happened with Disney in the 90s and so forth. They want to kind of move past that, especially in the social media era. So they'll usually be pretty aggressive with that. I'm sure, I don't know if Disney lawyers got to them like immediately, because we did hear reports, firsthand accounts of what happened from various news outlets and so forth, but very quickly those went away. So
I wanted to highlight that comment from Disney fan 5595. Disneyland used to close at 1 a.m. That is so true.
yeah,
And I find it amazing. Do you guys remember all the layoffs? And now I just posted in our back chat log that we all have that we're part of. I posted all the open casting calls, and they're going to be hiring a boatload of people, not just at Disneyland California, but here in Disney World as well. I think they're going to something is happening.
They
I feel
realize
like the
they're
kid
losing
from
money,
E.T.
MJ.
Yeah.
right.
Bringing in more people, more talent, and I think they're going to have more entertainment. They're doing something, and it's great. And I feel like the
Well,
kid
they
from
do
ET.
that. They get overzealous and they let too many people go. Then they realize they shot themselves in the foot and they got to go in and reverse that. And that's been a cycle for years.
Yeah.
I can remember once upon a time when the characters was an internal auditions that you already had to be employed by Disney, and it was more of an internal thing
Oh,
first.
right.
They typically didn't do
Yeah.
casting calls publicly.
Right.
It was internally.
Oh, now they're super public. It's all over
But
Instagram.
now,
It's absolutely crazy.
I mean, because we live in a very public, era now. Once upon a time, things were more private before, social media. I think they've kind of evolved, you know. So, but geez, I know there's so much shit to talk about, but kind of want to wrap it up because we've already been at it for a little over an hour and a half, and
Woo! Brewed
it's
Banter.
snacky time over here, or more like dinner 2.0.
Yeah.
Dinner 2.0 sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Is anyone, before we go, is anyone snacking on anything they want to share? Because I have these really cool things that we found at BJ's.
I
don't know
ate
if
my
you guys
coconut.
can find this.
It's you can't see them, MJ. They magically disappear.
They're magically delicious though. These are called the Brookside Ikai and Blueberry Dark Chocolate. These are so cool if you're like traveling or you're going to the parks or anything. You could just keep them with you, and they're full of like antioxidants and nutritiously delicious. They're magically delicious. Just sharing.
I'm trying to eat this stuff,
What
but
is
it's not
that?
good for you.
What's that?
Fast fret. It's for cleaning a fretboard and strings.
Oh yeah, fast fret for sure.
Is that an IT joke? That went like right over my head.
No, it's
Oh,
a
fretboard
guitar.
for your guitar.
That's a musician.
It looks like this here. It looks like a makeup brush. There you go, ladies.
Oh. It
Yeah.
looks
I don't
like a thing,
recommend you
yeah.
put it on your face at all,
No.
Yeah.
That's funny.
unless you want it like smooth out the metal. You know.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, anyway, so what do y'all got going on your socials and all that? Vash, you got your new. Actually, we'll do Vash last because Vash looks pretty long. MJ, what you got going on your socials?
oh no, just updating you beautiful people, Instagram and X, but more on Instagram. I'm more active on Instagram than X, but follow me on both. I just posted some really good information on Animal Kingdom. Very exciting. So, Dan, what do you guys have going on?
Well,
It's your turn.
well,
Oh
I
wait, he just did a video of Bosco. He has a video of the tigers playing at Animal Kingdom, right, Dan? You just edited that.
Yeah, I just sent it to you guys. I edited the little
Yeah.
short.
We can share
He
it.
made
You
it
want to
look-
share it, or are we out of time?
You can share it. I mean, I don't know how to share on this
We
thing.
can share it.
I have it up already. I could share his
MJ's
video.
like, way ahead. Like, all right, I got it.
Yeah, it's the
Do
cutest
it.
thing ever. Let me go here and here and here. And here is the video. And it's just absolutely adorable. All right, so wait, I got to share my screen and then push play, right? Then I push the button.
Just make
Who's
sure
got
you
the
turn
button?
on the sound. I've forgotten to do that a few times.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. That's like completely like, can you guys see this or no?
Mhm.
There we go.
Yeah, you see him? He's so
Yeah.
cute. Look what Dan did. Dan's Life at the Kingdom. Dan, are you on X and Instagram for everyone to follow you?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Ah, look at that. It's wonderful.
That would make a really, 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 really nice guitar strap.
Oh no. Oh no, Tom. You are a pirate. Oh
I'm just
my
saying, it's a nice
God.
color. I didn't say I want the fur.
Oh my gosh. What a wonderful
Cigarettes.
video. Dan's life at the kingdom. All right. I'm going to put pause on this because I know we're running out of time. And Erica, you want to do the outro for Vash?
Yeah, real quick, Tom, what you got going on?
Me?
Hmm?
I was supposed to get a rocket launch going, but they moved it back till next month, tentatively.
Aw.
And that's going to be Artemis 2. That's going to be a manned orbit around the moon, I believe.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
going to be good. Other than that, let's see. I think Father Bradley's fun. Your stream, and then we have Lorena on Sunday. Welcome to Florida. And trying to do some other videos, but I've been having some issues with technical issues. Just leave it at that. But that's about it.
Yeah, I hear
Cool.
ya.
Oh, and
Great.
our dear friend Jeremy at Strings and Pucks, I'm going to post his link in the chat for you guys. He is actually live this afternoon.
He's on now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be
Fantastic.
on now. I know we're running late because we started late. All right, Bash. I know you got a lot going on.
Oh yeah, I got tons of stuff going on, but the newest venture right there, Vash Sky Park Cast, is going to be the new channel from me. This is my personal channel right here. This is my voice. This is you know, I think a lot of people have asked before in the past, hey, you know, I love the videos with just you, or I love the videos in which you play a more prominent role. And so it's like, okay, well, let's go ahead and put it to the test. Let's go ahead and do a channel. It's been a long time in the making, long time coming right here, which unfortunately also happens to be the theme for the next video, in which I was supposed to have it out like 2 days ago or something like that. And I did actually complete a version 1 of it. But then I was like, look, this is a very important thing, the debut video right here. It sets the tone, sets the, you know, the expectation for future videos later on and so forth, and really allows me to put my own spin on everything going on. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and trash this one. Let's do something a little bit more produced, a little bit more professional. And so I'm really proud of what's coming out of this. I am working on the script right now. I've already got a series of visuals that I want to go ahead and present. I've got like 25 tabs actually loaded up on a web browser right now of different links, of different research notes and so forth, putting together everything. So it's going to be really, really great. It's going to be really, really awesome. I think you'll really, really like it. You can actually see that in the chat right now. I think what is it, TJ?
That's me. That's me,
Tom.
dude.
Okay, Tom's got it. MJ, I'm sure's got it. Everybody's got it right there. That is going to be Vash Guy Park Cast at you know, the YouTube right there. Very, very cool. And we already have I think almost 350 people who have subscribed, which is awesome. Wow. Thank you so much for everybody who has done that.
Nice.
You are too kind. Awesome stuff. I can't wait to show you what I'm doing.
And also, check out Barry's Place 28. He has been doing some awesome work live streaming from Disneyland, and he brings in Disney history into his streams, and will post pictures of yesteryears at Disneyland. So he's a really cool cat to follow on the tubes. So
I'm going to post his link right now in the chat. No worries.
I got it already.
Oh, you did? Oh, good. The pirate's life for me.
Barry
He's got
Place
it.
28.
Cool.
Not my first rodeo.
Thank you, everybody. Like and subscribe. Ring those notification bells because you never know what we're going to talk about, who's going to be on the panel.
that is true. It's a box of chocolates every week.
No kidding.
All right, guys. See y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.